Warning, this video isn't for anyone under the age of 16. If you're under 16 years old, please leave the video now because we do get into some adult type shit. Thank you. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy CharlesISanimeWorld, and it's time to review the greatness, also known as Shokugeki no Soma. You damn right. But since this is an anime review, we're gonna call it by its anime name, Food Wars, and this will be season 5, episode 9 of Food Wars. Now, this chapter takes place between chapters 300 and 304, and like always, guys, this will be a podcast style review. Although I will have some images on screen to showcase off the differences between the anime and the manga, because that's what my review focuses on. So like I said, guys, this episode takes place on chapter 300 through 304. Do not read past chapter 304 or you will get spoiled. Overall, I really enjoyed this episode. If you're anime only, you really did enjoy this episode because you found out who Arena's mother is. But if you read the manga, like myself, and don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil you guys, but if you read the manga like myself, they did a flashback in this episode that kind of made me upset, because in the anime they flashed back to something that the anime really didn't cover, and we're gonna talk about that later on in this review as well. So that's one thing that kind of ticked me off as well. JC staff, they like to move things around in the chapters. When certain things occurred, they happen later. They don't follow the manga. They follow it, but they move things around to make it flow more smoothly for the anime only fans, and I get that. Okay, so let's talk about Arena first. Now, one thing that the anime left out was that out of all those people that Arena destroyed, before she had her battle with Takumi, at the very beginning of this episode, she gave them all foodgasms. Now, for one reason or another, the anime felt like there was no need to add that, and JC Staff didn't add the foodgasms. Okay, that's not really that big of a deal, but they didn't add it. Now, I will say another thing. 35 seconds into this episode, you see this second group of noir chefs, behind Asahi. This was anime only. There were no second group of noir chefs. All those people that you saw at 35 seconds into the anime, that again was anime only. That never occurred in the manga. We never saw those figures at all in the manga. That was purely anime only. And like I said earlier on, guys, every time you hear Akumi or Nikumi or Meet, every time you hear her talk, Mito, whenever you hear her talk, it's anime only. I have no idea why JC Staff felt the need to add Akumi, Kuga, and Satoshi into this part of the anime. I don't understand why JC Staff did that. Maybe Yuto, the mangaka for Shokugeki no Soma, he actually wanted them included for one reason or another. I don't know. But again, all that is anime only, okay? Now, for me, even though they covered everything in the anime, it felt super rushed to me. I don't know why it just did. I don't know if it's because they left out little parts here and there, but the episode, for me, while it was good and I did enjoy it, it just felt rushed. Okay, now, here's my first problem. Megami versus Asahi. We saw that battle happened, okay? But here's the biggest thing, my biggest issue with that. They showed a flashback to Monarch. Now, to the anime only people, you don't really know who Monarch is because, yeah, he's a noir chef, but you don't know anything about him because the anime completely skipped that arc in the manga. Now, mind you, I understand that when it comes to the manga, that's the most hated arc in the series of Food War Shokugeki no Soma, so I see why the anime did it. But for the anime to go back and make a flashback of something that you honestly have no idea about if you're anime only and showcase off Monarch was silly to me, okay? Now, also, here's something else that the anime completely skipped. In the manga, the guy that Megami defeated, the one with the mask on, the assassin, he actually gives his tools to Asahi, but they completely skipped that. Yes, they showed that Asahi does have his tools, the mask assassin, yes, he has his tools, you know, those little blades on the tip of his fingers, but they never actually show him when he gave them to Asahi. That's another thing that the anime completely skipped over. The anime changed the judges again for Arena and Takami's battle because it went out of order. Okay, the way that the battles were set up in the manga were completely out of order in the place of the anime, so they had to change up the judges to fit that. Because I guess you can have a different set of judges judge another battle, but they weren't there for the first part, so they had to change them up. Now, this to me was the biggest FU to the manga readers. At the very end, towards the end of this episode, after Arena defeats Takumi, okay, she has this plate. She puts her little finger in it. You know, she says, "Oh, you know, basically this dish isn't worthy enough." You know, you get it. You know, when she licks the dish with her finger. She does that a lot in the manga, and they did not show this in the anime. And I'm so upset that they didn't show this in the anime. In the manga, she actually picks up the plate and throws it in the trash. Now, they didn't do that. They did not do that in the anime. Now, I don't know why they didn't do something like this, because that was an important part, because she was reverting back to how she once was. But in the anime, she did not throw away the plate. Now, I don't know why they didn't do that. I don't know. Also, they skipped a really cool flashback the anime did with Alice and Arena, you know, challenging each other, and they were showing how Arena was becoming more nicer and how she, you know, she would challenge people and everything like that, and how Alice challenged her, and it was a really nice flashback. But again, for one reason or another, the anime completely and utterly skipped that. So I don't know, guys. Again, if you're anime only, it was a good episode. It really was, and you probably did enjoy it. If you read the manga, again, you probably enjoyed the episode as well, but there were many differences. Maybe you agree with them, maybe you don't agree with them, but there were many differences. And even though somehow or another they covered everything, the episode just somehow or another felt rushed. And I don't understand why. Maybe it's because they didn't take that much time with the dishes. I don't know. But for me personally, the episode just felt rushed. And now next week, we have episode 10. Now I'm wondering, you know, what are they going to fit in? How are they going to do this? Because we're getting down. We're already halfway through this second to last volume of the Food Wars manga. So again, I don't know exactly how they're going to do this. I'm thinking that Food Wars is probably going to run 12 episodes, possibly 13, possibly. Don't hold your breath for that, but again, we're almost done, guys. We're running out of content, and the anime is going real fast. But hey, you know what? That'll do it. Thank you guys so much. That's been my review this week for Food Wars Season 5, Episode 9. I will see you guys next week, and hey, that'll do it. Sayonara, suckers.